Morning dear student. Today with the help of this video I am going to explain to you about angular momentum and conservation of angular momentum. So first of all you should know what is angular momentum. Before this we have studied about the linear momentum, which is being represented by capital P, which is the product of mass and velocity. But here it is an angular momentum which is being represented by L, and which is a vector quantity and defined as moment of momentum r cross p. As you know, torque is also called moment of force, so angular momentum is called moment of momentum. So r cross p is called angular momentum for a particle. But what will be the system of particles? Suppose there is a system of particle like this, that there is a system of particle which is made up of many particles, m1, m2, m3, m4, like this. Mi particles are there, and their respective distances r1, r2, r3, ri. So this I had taken any particle, ith particle, which is having its rotation along the radius ri, vector distance from axis of rotation. So it will have its linear momentum m into v, and r cross m into v is called total momentum. So now coming to the topic, for a particle it is defined as moment of momentum r cross p is called angular momentum. So its unit will be, you can find out, the r is distance, p is kg meter second minus 1. Understood? So like this you can multiply it. So what will be the total momentum of all these particles? So I will do the vector sum, because it is a vector quantity, vector sum of all angular momentums. So vector sum means I will do sigma I r cross pi, their sum I will do, sum of ith particle sigma I. Understood or not? So how I can make this? See, angular momentum L, r cross p, in place of p what can I write? M into v, or it will become LT is equal to mr into v, but v is equal to r into omega. So it had become m r square into omega. For rotational motion it will become like this. So simply what can I say? Total angular momentum of the system of particle L is equal to sigma mi into ri square into omega. For each particle I will find out, and then I will do summation of all these particles. So sigma mi into ri square into omega. Omega for all particle will remain same, angular velocity. Or simply, you know what is this? Mi into ri square sigma. This is called moment of inertia, I. So I can write L is equal to I into omega. So this is the angular momentum of a system of particle, I into omega, where I is moment of inertia of the system of particle. Now in next, conservation of angular momentum, which is very important topic from here. So conservation of angular momentum says, if there is no external torque applied on this object, so what should happen? The moment, the angular momentum L should remain conserved. You know the formula of angular momentum L is equal to sigma ri into pi, thus you know. So differentiating this with respect to time, so I am differentiating this formula with respect to time. So dl upon dt is equal to d upon dt sigma I into r into p. So sigma I is the summation, this is a scalar thing that will come outside. So it had become differentiation of a cross b. So differentiation of a cross b is differentiation of a with respect to time into b plus differentiation of a into, sorry, a into a cross differentiation of b with respect to time. So dr upon dt is called vi, pi is called m into vi, this is called ri, position of a ith particle. Dp upon dt, you know force, rate of change of momentum is, linear momentum is called force. But you know v cross v will become 0, because a cross a is equal to a sine theta. So theta will become 0, so sine 0 is 0. So this quantity will become 0 here. Only this will left. So sigma I into ri cross fi, ri cross fi. You know what is position vector into force vector. So this is called moment of force. This is called moment of force. So moment of force is called torque. It means simply it had become dl upon dt. Rate of change of angular momentum is equal to torque applied. He's saying for a system of particle, if no torque is applied, it means total torque on this, or the system is in rotational equilibrium. So total torque will be how much? 0. Then dl upon dt will be also 0. And then dl will become 0. dl will become 0 means L1 is equal to L2. Their angular momentum will remain conserved. So L is equal to I into omega. You have studied this. So L is equal to L1 is equal to I1 into omega 1. L2 is equal to I2 into omega 2. So this is from the conservation of angular momentum. Understood? Now further one more relationship I am telling to you, that is torque is equal to I into alpha, that you can derive. Because you know L is equal to I into omega for a system of particle. Now differentiating this formula with respect to time, because omega is angular velocity, I is moment of inertia for a system of particle. So I will remain constant. So dl upon dt is equal to I into d omega upon dt, and rate of change of angular momentum is called alpha. So dl upon dt is equal to I into alpha. And what is dl upon dt? That is called torque. dl upon dt is only called torque. So torque is equal to I into alpha, or I can write, if no external torque is applied, I1 alpha 1 is equal to I2 alpha 2 for that system of particle. Both are having different angular acceleration. So that's all for today, and have a great time and go through the questions which I am giving to you along with this notes. If in case of any query, you can ask. Thank you and have a great day.